Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ecocide Fiend here, back once again. And today I got an unboxing to do, unpackaging, whatever. An item I ordered from eBay. This came Wednesday, but this is the first time that I've had to sit down and actually open this. So before we get started, I just do want to say the item that's in here is something that I actually bought many years ago. It's something I have owned before, and I'm sure I still have it. I just don't know exactly where. And the reason this popped into my head was the other day I was listening to ICP and this specific song came on. And I remembered that I have this item, and I was like, this would be really cool to put in my collection. And so I was at my folks, and I kind of looked through. I have a whole box of CDs there. Looked through there, couldn't find it. Looked through my CDs that I do have here. I got a box in my trunk of like CDs that are newer and stuff that I used to carry around quite a bit. I obviously listen to a lot of digital stuff now, but before that I had like a box that I would keep CDs that I was listening to at the time in there in the trunk of my car. Looked in there just to see if it was in there, and it's not. So decided to go on eBay and see if I could find a copy of it. There were several people selling them, so I ended up seeing several for about like $10, some for like 15, so like 20. Ended up finding this one. I can't remember the exact cents that it came out to, but it was like $2 and some odd cents for the CD. $2 and some odd cents for shipping, came out to $4.99, and then 30 cents tax. So I got it for $5.29. So, but enough talking. Let's get into this. So, obviously, like I said, it's a CD. This is not necessarily a Juggalo CD per se, but it is has an ICP song on it. So some people might be able to figure out already what it is. Real quick, yep, looks like it's in pretty good shape, so we'll just go ahead and show it. It is WWF The Music Volume 3. So this is the one that, of course, had the Oddities theme song on it. So track number 9 right there, which is, of course, The Greatest Show by ICP. Obviously, the one for WWF was quite, the lyrics were changed quite a bit. Obviously, it was during the Attitude Era, so it still did have some swearing in it, but not too much. Obviously, if you listen to it on the Pendulum, which is what I was listening to when that made me think about getting this, the lyrics are, a lot of the same and a lot different too, if that makes sense. And so when they, Jay talked about it in his book, when they were asked to make the track, they didn't really have a lot of time, so they just took that song. I'm guessing Jim Johnston, who used to be the composer for WWE, probably went over it with them. Probably said, okay, yeah, that's the type of song we're looking for. Let's just fix up some of the lyrics so we can have it playing in the arenas and put it on a CD and all that. And I know Shaggy said on the Chris Jericho podcast that they actually have a platinum, I believe platinum, album for this. And he was like, it's somewhere around in here because they were at the Psychopathic headquarters. So I never really collected these, so to speak, just because I was like, I'm not going to be driving around or walking around listening to fucking WWF theme music. I believe this is the only one I ever bought, and like I said, I bought it specifically for the ICP song. However, I will admit, when I got this, I actually did listen to this quite a bit. Like the Edge, the Gangrel and the Brood, that is fucking awesome. I'll still throw that on from time to time. The Undertaker's theme here, Edge, like I said, Kane's was really good, Gangrel, obviously DX, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I specifically remember one time, I was just thinking about this right before I sat down to do this. I was on my way I was on a road trip essentially, and I was just by myself. I was going to Three Oaks, Michigan to see a Celtic rock band called Tempest. And this is around when this came out, so when did this, if I can see, my eyes are fucking horrible. So 98, I'm going to say maybe this is like 2 years later after this came out, and I just had it in my car. And I was on my way to Three Oaks, Michigan to see a Celtic rock band called Tempest. I was meeting some other friends from here in Grand Rapids, but they had been in Wisconsin for something. I don't remember exactly what they had been there for, but they were on their way back, and we were all meeting to go to this show in Three Oaks. And so I was on my way down there, and I remember either this was just in the CD player or I saw it laying in my car, like, oh, let's throw this in. And I just remember that Edge song when I was like out of Grand Rapids on the highway, doing like 80 miles an hour or whatever, 75, 80. That was such a good like cruising track. I remember it was warm out, I had the windows down, and I was just like, this is fucking cool. I really like this. Obviously, I had already known his theme music, but just to like be in that situation and listening to it was really cool. So, all right, well, enough talk. Let's pop this open. I don't remember a whole lot of what's in here, so but they did say the CD, yeah, it like barely looks like it's even been listened to or touched or anything. One little fucking piece of dust there, and that's about it. Otherwise, yeah, it looks great. They said it was in good condition. The booklet looks pretty good still. The case is a little kind of, no, even the case isn't really that bad. So, yep, unfolds into kind of like a little mini poster. I remember all this now. So, obviously the Rock, we got Stone Cold wrestling the Rock, we got Edge, Ken Shamrock, Sable, Undertaker, we got X-Pac, and he is doing an over-the-rope move onto Owen Hart there. And this came out after he died. That's actually kind of strange that they put that in there. Triple H right in the center. So, I got credits in there. Let's just see if it says, like, if it says anything about the oddities performed. It just shows, what is this? So, okay, oddities. Okay, so it's like some quotes, probably, you know, quotes by the wrestlers. So the oddities is a quote from the Kurgan. It says, the only thing better than a freak is a dancing freak, and boy, do I love to get my groove onto this. I bet. You know? But he's a huge ICP fan. Actually, he might be, because I know he's in a lot of horror movies and stuff like that. Yeah, so it does say here in the credits in the fine print, all songs composed by James A. Johnston. That's, of course, Jim Johnston. Except Oddities by the Insane Clown Posse. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I am actually going to throw this in my collection back here. Just figure, you know, obviously it's got their song on it. Obviously they, like Shaggy had said, they got a platinum album for it, so I thought that'd be pretty cool to have into my, to add into my collection there. And obviously them being so connected to wrestling, you know, even though it's not, the rest of the wrestlers aren't connected to them, it's still kind of, you know, Juggalo related. So this will just be kind of down in my, the lower part there where I just have like compilation albums and stuff, but I'm going to put that into my collection. I'm hoping my original shows up. It didn't really have any sentimental value or anything like that, but I just know it's around, and I just want that satisfaction of finding it, you know what I mean? So, but yep, that's all about I got for that one. There is a couple other things I'm going to show here. I've already unboxed this. This is something I got a couple weeks ago, and I just did not have any fucking time to sit down, and there's two items that I wanted to be able to make use of, so I figured just while I was, when I knew this was coming, I figured that when this got here, I would just, you know, unbox this, and then show these items as well. So, these are a few items that I ordered from MNE, and these things got to me fucking quick, so I don't know if maybe all the complaining I was doing about how long MNE's, packages take to get to me, maybe one of them saw it and said, hey, let's get his stuff expedited out to him. I highly doubt that, but maybe, who knows. But yeah, I ordered these, and I swear that, like, I ordered them, I don't remember exactly when, but we'll just say like on a Monday, and they came Wednesday. It was literally like not overnight, but like, so it'd be like what, second day essentially. And I'm only 2 hours from Livonia, 2.5 hours, but like I said, I ordered something from M&E one time, and it literally went like from Livonia to Detroit to Chicago to Indianapolis to Ohio, back to Detroit, then to Grand Rapids, and then to where I'm at in Wyoming, which is only like, you know, 10 minutes from Grand Rapids. But I mean, and it was like 2 weeks, you know. I'm like, I get everything's taking a little longer right now, but I don't understand like why it got, and I believe me, I know that isn't Twisted's fault, but like, why did it go to, it went literally through Michigan to get to fucking, or right, you know, past the lower part of Michigan to get to Chicago. I don't understand it, but anyway. So, ordered three items, I should say. Two of them are the same, but so I ordered a couple of those masks. These were completely out of stock, like constantly. Then there'd be a little banner that said back in stock, and you go to order it. Nope, out of stock again. So finally, I saw they were in there, and so I ordered two of them. These are really freaking cool. They're good quality, nice and thick. It's all embroidered. I got the adjustable straps. So I have not been using these for work. For one, I think that they would probably look a little unprofessional wearing these at work. And I also don't want to get this, you know, the white all dirty and everything. And they're a little thicker than a normal mask, so these would be kind of stifling for working. But like for walking around at the, you know, store or the mall or grocery store or whatever, perfectly fine. So then I ordered another one. Also, finally got around to getting one of these. It's not the Ninja logo, but the MNE charm that they have. I had looked at these a couple times, and finally when I ordered these, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to get one of these as well. So, funny story, when it comes, it does have, like, so I've got like a, you know, just like a jump ring on there. It does have like an actual, like, you know, the clasp, like kind of very, you know, much like this. Just a couple days ago, I was wearing this. I was at Meijer getting groceries. I'm in the parking lot loading my car, and like something just fell out of one of the bags as I'm like putting it in my car. I bent over to pick it up, and as I'm coming back up, this swung out and caught on the cart, and it broke that, or not, didn't really break it, but that little clasp, it like pulled it apart. This fell right on the ground. So then I'm like, well, it wasn't broken, I'll just squeeze it back together. So then I'm in my car, and I got it in my hand, and it like falls out, goes under my seat. My car is spotless. I don't have anything in there. There's nothing under my seats. I'm reaching under there to find it. It's just gone. Like, it fell into fucking oblivion, you know. But I have a whole bunch of these jump rings because I had bought them for some other charms that I had that didn't come with them. And then the more I thought about it, this is probably a lot better, especially if that already split. I was like, it's probably not going to be as strong now, and I don't want it to fall off. Well, this is like, you know, coiled around. That ain't coming off, so I'm just going to keep that on there instead. So, but yeah, so got those. Like I said, these came probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to, like, you know, let's start using the mask, and I knew I wasn't going to have any time to sit down to unbox them. So there we go. So MNE order from a couple weeks ago. This just came Wednesday. This is the first time I had to sit down and open that as well. So that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Ecocide Fiend, and I will catch you in the next one. Too sweet.